Hello and welcome to another episode of Sus Faction.
Today is a Kyle-centric episode, and I'm Kyle,
And I'm Isella,
and
and we're
we're
your
your
hosts.
hosts. Today, we are going to talk about the Piney Poltergeist, the Jersey Devil. Now, I am referencing, again, from the United States of Cryptids, a tour of American myths and monsters by J.W. Walker. That's where I'm referencing my information that I'm getting today. It has the type of cryptid is an aerial cryptid. Its earliest sighting is 1735. Location: the Pine Barrens in New Jersey. And notable features: bipedal, horse-faced, and bat wings. All right. So, the story of the Jersey Devil is a strange one, part colonial folklore, part classic cryptid sighting, and part supernatural boogeyman. It begins on a stormy night in 1735 in what would become the town of Leeds Point on the coast of southern New Jersey. Another name for the creature is the Leeds Devil. Mother Leeds was pregnant with her 13th child. A 13th child she wasn't enthusiastic about, so she
I
cursed it.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't know that I would be enthusiastic. Like 13, I was stressed about number 4.
Right?
Oh,
Um,
man.
a child she wasn't enthusiastic about. So she cursed it. And then she delivered a monster. It was horse faced, long necked, and horned, with bat wings, a forked tail, and 2 legs ending in hooves. And it was ferocious. It attacked everyone in the room and then flapped up the chimney like a reverse Santa Claus into the storm to haunt the Pine Barrens.
Oh, I see now why you picked this one.
Yeah.
Reverse Santa Claus. Got it.
The Pine Barrens is a protected area of coastal pines that covers 1 million acres and is rich with spooky history. Because of its resources and it was site it was the site of major industries like shipbuilding, iron ore processing, and glassmaking. Because of its isolation, it was crammed with moonshine operations during Prohibition. The mafia even used it as a place to get rid of bodies.
Ooh.
Today, its green ghost town pocked oasis is an extremely developed part of um the eastern seaboard. In other words, the perfect spot to hide a monster.
Hmm.
At this stage, the Jersey Devil is not yet a cryptid in a traditional sense, just a bit of supernatural folklore. However, some hypothesize that it didn't even originate as folklore, but rather a gossip or mockery about the real life Leeds family of Leeds Point. The origin of the term Leeds Devil may have been a taunt against the Leeds for siding with England in the years leading up to the Revolutionary War. Regardless of the source of its name, it wasn't until the early 20th century that the Jersey Devil emerged from its hazy rumors and to enter people's lives and towns and homes.
I feel so bad for it, kind of, because, like, it wasn't its choice to become this creature. You said the mother,
Mother Leeds.
um, you said she cursed the
She cursed the
pregnancy.
pregnancy, yes.
Yeah. So,
And we have some stories about sightings.
yes. So I have for you some stories from weirdnj.newjersey.com. The first one is called Driving by the Devil in the Pale Moonlight. This has haunted me since it happened in 1972. I was a senior at what was then Glassboro State College. I had heard about the New Jersey Devil when I came to South Jersey. But being from North Jersey, a different world, I thought I was far too sophisticated to believe in such humbuggery. One winter night, I was driving to Glassboro from Blackwood on Green Tree Road. At the time, the road was flanked by orchards and farms. There were few houses, and there was hardly any development. I was completely sober and awake when I caught a glimpse of something in my rearview mirror. Curious as to what it could have been, I slowed down to take a gander. It was dark out, but moonlit enough that I had no trouble at all discerning the upright figure of a creature crossing the road from one side to the other, roughly 25 feet behind my car. The figure stood taller than a man by far and had thick haunches similar to a goat's, supporting its nearly human looking torso and, and huge woolly head. It moved heavily and didn't seem at all disturbed by my being there. I didn't linger long enough to see much more. I hit the gas and flew to the Mansion Park apartments in the borough. So petrified was I that I slept the rest of the night in the car, unwilling to get out in the same darkness that had introduced me to the Jersey Devil. Never again from that day on have I ridden on Green Tree Road, day or night, that I haven't gotten the heebie jeebies just thinking about the winter night so long ago.
That's creepy.
And it actually has a name on here, but I'm not sure if I should share it, so I'm not going to. But
Oh, like a share of the poster?
yeah,
Oh.
who the story was from.
Oh, gotcha.
But okay, there's a couple more stories that we can share on this website. But is there something else you wanted to share first?
Let's see. Oh yeah, there's one thing here. This is another reference from the United States of Cryptids. It says, for a week in January 1909, sightings of a strange flying beast that left cloven tracks in the snow occurred all over southern New Jersey and across the border into Pennsylvania. In Trenton, New Jersey, City Councilman E.P. Whedon was awakened in the night by something beating at his door and the sound of wings in the air. He looked up out an upper story window and saw a line of bipedal footprints in the snow of his roof. Other people in Trenton heard strange screeches in the night, saw more hoof prints, and or even witnessed the thing itself flapping in the night sky. I thought that was interesting that since, this was 1735 that this creature was born, and then in 1909 even, then this is a time when like everything's word of mouth. You know what I mean? You don't have social media to tell you, oh my gosh, this is a cryptid and this is what happens when you see it, or blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then the story that I had just shared was from the 70s, 1970s. This thing's been around for quite some time. And different age groups, it seems like. He was a professional. You said he was a politician, right?
Yeah.
And then the one I had just read was a senior in college. And now I'm going to share one that comes to us from a 13-year-old.
Oh.
It says, don't ever camp in the Pine Barrens alone. I spent a lot of time in the Pine Barrens when I was growing up in New Jersey and had my share of strange experiences. When I was about 13, I went camping alone near Hampton Furnace. I had a bow with me and went looking for a rabbit dinner about an hour before sundown. Something started following me back in the trees. It tailed me back to my camp and circled while I cooked my dinner. This kept up until about 2 hours after dark, and let me tell you, it was one dark night. I finally decided that my visitor had moved on and crawled into my tent. When I just started to calm down, I heard a foot stomp down right behind the tent. I got all set to jump out when this thing, whatever it was, started screaming. I could compare the volume of the scream to a large truck's horn. I couldn't decide what to do. I had my bow and knife, but they didn't seem like much. After several blasts, it just stopped. I didn't hear a sound except my heart for about an hour. I was sure that if I stuck my head out of that tent, I'd lose it. In the morning, I could find no tracks in the pine needles. To this day, I still don't like sleeping in tents. I'd rather take my chances in the open.
Ooh. That's gutsy.
Right? But yeah, I mean, made an impact.
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine like if it was in the trees, like up in the tree and then came down, like that sound when it says like a stump behind the tree,
Yeah.
like you thought it was gone because it was up in the tree.
Right.
And then it came down. Like that's really spooky.
That is spooky. Ooh, and no prints, like no tracks.
Must
Just
have been flying and climbing in the trees the whole time.
mm-hmm.
Oof. Yeah, and like I like how the first two stories, I don't this one that one wasn't really a winter story, but the other two stories were winter stories. They
Yeah,
talked about seeing prints in the snow.
right. Perfect time of year. Okay, if you wanted to, you have more, right?
I have one. It's a little bit longer. It's a field trip,
Okay.
high school field trip. So, it says field trips to the Jersey Devil's turf. As a native of Cape May County, I've had the typical rite of passage trip to the Pine Barrens, the legendary home of the Jersey Devil. This Jersey girl went to Cape May um, County Technical High School, which sponsored trips to the Pine Barrens for good grades in certain classes. I was one of the fortunate students to go 3 times during my 4 year career at CMCT. Each time I went on this trip, my canoe was followed by a heavy footed thing. With each step, I heard branches snap under its feet or hooves. Every 10 minutes or so, I could hear deep, beastly growls that, to this very day, give me the creeps. Being in a canoe and on a class trip didn't afford me much opportunity to flee in terror, so I stuck it out for 3 years. Every year, it was the same. During my sophomore year, I was pretty confident about my canoeing skills, so I didn't look over my shoulder much. I went canoeing with a friend of mine when we came across a bag that had been torn open and gone through. Around it were prints on the ground that looked like something like a horse's hoof, only bigger. Then I heard it, the cry that still haunts my dreams, part human, part beast, and full of anger, pregnant with pure hate. I nearly flipped the canoe. We left, leaving whatever it was out there behind, or so I thought. It seemed to follow us. Every time we stopped or paused, it got lost, or I'm sorry, it got closer to the river. We pushed on. Then, worse came to worst, as we tipped the canoe. I heard the thing running behind us and thought for sure we were dead. Then we righted our canoe and got into it as fast as humanly possible. We finally made it out to safety, sun fried to a crisp, missing all of our valuables and most of all, our clothes. But never happier to be on shore, we packed up our bus and left. As we were leaving, I rested my head on the window and saw a little cottage. I looked at it until the bus was about to pass it and saw a woman. She looked back at me, and I could see her skin was torn and bleeding. After the bus passed, she vanished. Scared me so badly, I wouldn't go into the woods for a year.
I wonder if that was Mother Leeds.
Maybe. You said that after it was born, it attacked everyone in the
Yeah,
cottage, right?
yeah,
So it could have been a ghost of anyone that had been attacked. Really,
right. That's
that's
creepy.
yeah, that is creepy. To think that that is like happening year after year is like it knew you were coming back, and it
Mm-hmm.
knew, and it was trying to get you.
The fun fact: the Jersey Devil is they made a video game called the Jersey Devil,
Okay.
and it's a blue little animated creature
Uh huh.
with like that looks just like a little devil.
Oh.
It doesn't look like anything like the creature is depicted um uh in like books and stuff about the actual Jersey Devil.
Right.
But this game was just ridiculous. Long story short, it was just a ridiculous game called Jersey Devil, and it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I missed that game, and I had no idea that I was playing a game that had such lore behind it. Like it's just funny that it comes from something so crazy and like just bonkers that it's a creature born of the 13th child of a woman who cursed its birth. It's just wild.
Yeah, it is. It's extremely wild. Um. So when you first told me you were going to cover the Jersey Devil, the first thing that came to my mind was a hockey team because the New Jersey Devils is that's their hockey team,
Mm-hmm.
and so really quick Google search, I was like, is the team named after this particular cryptid? And it says yes, the New Jersey Devils hockey team was named after the legendary Jersey Devil,
Oh, wow.
and it was after a fan contest in 1982. They chose that name, embracing the local folklore. Um, and they chose that over 10,000 other entries.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that is who they are named after.
That's cool. I like that.
So I thought that was pretty neat to find out. Because I was just like, why are they named the Devils? Like it just didn't make any sense. But I also wasn't super familiar with this particular cryptid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you'd mentioned it that you were going to cover it, and I had heard it in passing, but never really heard too many stories about
Well,
it.
there's not much to it other than the story of its birth and
Mm-hmm.
then it terrorizing the town of Leeds.
Okay.
Leeds, which became, what was it? The pine or it terrorizing the Pine Barrens, which later became Leeds Point.
Okay. Which is named
So,
after the family. So the family had to have been influential,
um,
right? Leeds,
yeah,
because it was
I
Mother Leeds, and then it became Leeds Point.
mm-hmm.
So
Oops, my nose ring just popped out. But like don't let me forget to put that in. Did
okay.
you have another one you wanted me to read?
I can't. Yep. It's called The Screams of the New Jersey Devil. You want to try that one?
Yes. Okay. This story is called The Screams of the Jersey Devil. I actually have two stories about the Jersey Devil. The first one is my own experience as a little kid. My parents took my family camping every summer around the Pine Barrens. One night, as we all slept in a big tent, I woke up to the sound of what to me was like a woman screaming. It was a blood curdling scream over and over again, but I was the only one awake. I thought, being the naive child I was, that a woman was being attacked by a wolf. I don't know where I got that conclusion, but it must have been from the screams. No one believed my story ever. As I got older, I became more interested in the Jersey Devil legend. Many of the stories were people talking about screams they hear in the pines at night. As they described them, I got chills because I knew what they were talking about. A few years ago, I was talking to my uncle who is from Pomona, and he compared what I described to what he has also heard growing up in the pines. The lead, um, this leads me to my other story, which is his experience. He said that when he was growing up, he had a dog, he had a dog that would stay by him at all times as he played out in the woods and the fields around his house. One day, while he was on his porch, he could hear the same screams coming from deep in the woods, and his dog ran out of sight after the noise. Apparently, the screams got louder, and the dog scrambled back to the porch with his tail between his legs and never left the porch again. As hard as he tried, my uncle could not get his once faithful dog to follow him into the woods. So maybe this isn't any hard evidence, but it sure as hell is weird. There is no doubt in my mind that something exists out there.
I mean, dogs. I trust dogs with my life. Like,
Oh yeah,
they know everything.
animals like can sense things that we cannot, just like children,
Yeah. I also think that we do not deserve dogs.
right?
Like they are better than they are better than people
Yes.
most of the time.
They're loyal, they're sweet, they're yes, I agree.
Oh man. Um there's quite a few actually about camping out there. But this thing, there are different like drawings and pictures also on Weird New Jersey. One of them, it looks like it's got a dragon's tail with bat wings and goat horns,
Yeah.
but it also has like the face of a horse.
Yeah, and usually that's what I picture is the face of a horse, the skinny body of a man, the bat wings, and then the forked tail.
Okay.
That's usually what I see. And the hooved and like the hooved
The hooved back feet.
back feet, yeah.
Yeah.
How they
That's
like bend backwards like a goat.
mhm. Yikes. I
He is one creepy critter.
yeah, but also I feel sad for it.
Right. No, he's got
It's
a sad origin.
yeah. Like I mean it's not his fault. He was
No.
born that way. Like
Right?
hmm. Yeah, it's weird. It's a combination of creatures. This is a it's from a museum. It says Ninth and Ark Museum. Caught and here alive, the Leeds Devil swims, flies, gallops, a living dragon. 10 cents admits to all.
What they have it?
That's what it said.
Oh,
It's a
shut
really
up.
old poster. They were charging people to come see something.
Right, something they probably like taxidermied together.
Probably. Yeah. Ah, creepy.
Right?
Very creepy. Oh. But also plausible. If she really did curse it, it could have come out. Terrifying. Whether it would still be around is another question. But
Right. Well, I mean, curses, depending on like, I curse you forever, or like some people are cursed with agelessness. You know what I mean? It could be something like that where it's just cursed to live forever and be like just a unlovable creature forever.
oh, that's so sad. An unlovable creature.
I know, right?
Aw. Poor Jersey Devil. I don't want a plushie of you though.
You're
uh,
creepy enough.
yes, you're fine just the way you are. You
Um
can haunt my dreams, I guess. But I don't need to cuddle you.
well, that's pretty much all. I mean, I just wanted to um kind of re like remind people of the Jersey Devil just because it's not really super popular.
Yeah.
And I love how creepy its origin story is,
Yeah.
and like just it's a quick story, but
I mean, it's an 18th century story too, so it's
mhm,
just getting older and older, and I
yeah,
don't want to forget it.
right. And it even says like that it's more um and like it borderlines legendary than cryptid, but I still consider it a cryptid.
I consider it a cryptid because they didn't actually catch it. Whatever they taxidermied together back then, they didn't catch it, so they never proved its existence, but they never disproved its existence because what are these people seeing or being hunted down by
Right,
or what have you? So there's still something out there
for sure.
that screams like a woman. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's
Like
terrifying.
a half human, half animal
Yeah.
scream.
Yeah, to I can't even imagine.
Ooh. Mm-mm. No, that freaks me out a little
That's like the
bit.
type of scream that gets inside your soul and
Yeah,
like
but you
terrifies
can
you.
feel it in your yeah.
Yeah. Just you feel it in your whole chest. Like, ooh, something's happening out there, and I don't want any part of it.
Nope.
But yeah,
Well,
so
that's all I have. Unless you had any more stories that you had found. I
no, actually, there was only one more, but it was really short, and I don't feel like it needs to be shared.
okay. Well, that's what we have for the Jersey Devil. Um, yeah.
So again, thank you for listening, and be sure to come back for another episode.
We post every week on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Remember, trust no one.
Question everything.
I thought I'd switch it up. So,
And you can also, if you want to send us your stories, you can reach us at suspectionpod@outlook.com. Again, if you want to send us your stories to read and share on the podcast, you can reach us at suspectionpod@outlook.com.
or you can check us out on Instagram at suspectionpod. We post a teaser on Monday nights, and the links to all of our episodes are in the bio. We have Amazon Music, Spotify, and YouTube.
Yes, and this would be our last one before the holidays. So hope you guys have a great holiday, and yeah, enjoy. If you don't have any snow, enjoy it because we have snow here and it's sometimes unbearable.
Except it's supposed to rain on Christmas.
Oh gosh. Of course it is. We're in Ohio, so of course we have like
50 degrees and rain.
yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.